There we go. All right. All right, but yeah, Endgame is really good. Well, I like all the Avengers movies anyway, so it doesn't matter. And Lorenzo is getting a Mazda pickup truck. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. All right, Greg. I'm glad it's working. Yeah, I know what was wrong, so I'm glad I got that fixed. You should get a Mustang, man. And Mustangs are pretty cool. I like Mustangs. And Greg, how have you been? I haven't heard from you since the the game team. I am doing fantastic. I'm not too bad. Life always tries to get in the way, but you know me, I'm too stubborn. The dad life, that's a good life, man. The dad life can be a good life. And Greg, your daughter said she couldn't hear, but hopefully she can hear now. I'm down, man. Anytime you let me know. Well, not anytime because I work like three jobs, so but almost anytime. I'll try to make time. How about that? We definitely still need to get up. Greg is an old friend of mine from when I worked in the arcade in Durham years ago, back in the 1990s. That was a long time ago, Greg. You're getting old, man. You're getting old. Not me though. I don't get old, so um, I get seasoned, but I don't get old. Lorenzo, when you get your car, you gotta send a pic. I want to see what kind of car you end up getting. Yeah, Greg, it has been way too long, way too long. And keep talking. I'm just going to show some comics because I don't want people to get bored. I want to say I'm showing comics, and people are like, "You're not showing comics." But anyway, this is Warlock in the Infinity Watch. If you guys saw Guardians of the Galaxy, Warlock was in there. Although I don't like that version of Warhawk or Warlock, not Warhawk. I don't like that version of Warlock. But I take it with a grain of salt because he is the new Warlock. Like he is fresh, fresh out of the water. So yeah, so I'm going to give him a chance, see if he becomes a good Warlock. This is a team of kind of the team of Guardians I'm kind of used to. Well, this is actually the Infinity Watch, but Drax the Destroyer was in there in the Guardians. Gamora was in the Guardians. I think eventually Moondragon may have become a Guardian, but I'm not 100% sure. I appreciate you, Lorenzo. Greg, do you remember that cork? That cork, I guess, carving that you gave me years ago. It was like trees and like a little boat, and it was encased in a thin glass. I still got that thing, man. That thing's awesome. I appreciate you giving it to. You were the one who gave that to me, right? I'm not losing my mind or anything, right? But Lorenzo is saying he's going to get a motorcycle, a Suzuki. But Lorenzo, be careful on those things because people are crazy. So driving motorcycles are dangerous these days, or any day actually. But so is driving a car. But still, be safe if you get a motorcycle. But yeah, Greg, I still have that thing, and I need to dust it off a little bit, but I still have it sitting on my dining room table, actually, so as a centerpiece, among other things. All right, I'm about to show my age. I'm not going to tell you guys exactly how old I am, but way back when I was in elementary school, when I got up in the morning to wait for the bus, there was a morning show that came on called The Electric Company. And in the Electric Company, they had Spider Man, like a live action Spider Man. And he didn't say anything, but he moved around like Spider Man pretty much. And Marvel Comics apparently years ago teamed up with the Electric Company and created some comics. And I think these are awesome. Now they didn't have all these other characters in there in the Electric Company, not that I remember anyway. But um, it's still cool that they did that. Wait, you've been riding bikes since you were 14, or you've been riding motorcycles since you were 14? Lorenzo. Spider Man is the GOAT, but Batman will always be my favorite. Always, always. Here's another one from Marvel and the Electric Company teaming up. I'm not sure who this is at the bottom. Somebody tell me who that looks like at the bottom, because I could be wrong, but it does remind me of Elton John right here. Somebody tell me if that's who you think it is. And I'm not going to show you all of them. I'm just going to show you a few. Oh, this is a cool one. This came out not too long ago, actually. This is Foundation Fortnite. And this character in the center here is the Batman who laughs. Here's an old Ghost Rider. I've got to price some of these guys and put them out. The Guardians of the Galaxy. This is the Guardians of the Galaxy team that I'm used to. Lorenzo, if you've been riding 40 motorcycles since you were 14, you need to have your license, man. Go ahead and get them. That's awesome, though. I almost got a motorcycle at one point when I was having car trouble. Well, actually, it wasn't really car trouble. I hit a deer and it kind of destroyed my car. And then someone donated a car to me, which was awesome, and I'm forever grateful. But before that, I almost got a motorcycle. At least I was thinking about getting one. Let's see. Greg says Batman Who Laughs was crazy. Yeah, he is an insane character. Joker used to be my favorite villain in DC, but the Batman Who Laughs has taken over the Joker. He is an insane character. And did they have Batman Who Laughs on Mortal Kombat 11? I don't think I got it if they had it. I need to check that out. Oh my gosh. If they had it on there, ooh, I'm all over it. Here's an old Daredevil. You guys can tell by the price on the comic about how old they are. This was a 12-cent comic back in the day. I've got a bunch of old Star Wars comics. I've even got Star Wars 1 through like 5, and then it skips a few, and then it comes, it starts back up at like 20 something, but or like 19 something. I don't know. But I'm going to have those on display soon. Another old Daredevil. This is Daredevil number 10. Daredevil number 10 from the original series. Lorenzo, funny thing about Noob Saibot, when Mortal Kombat first came out, I was I can't remember if I was in California then or if I was in Burlington. Well, not Burlington, but in Durham. But I was working for an arcade, and when Noob Saibot came out, I had to unload the game, and I was playing it to test it out. And I remember being the first person to realize that Noob Saibot was Tobias Boone backwards. I remember that like it was yesterday. Ethan, wow. Never thought I'd see you on my live. Love you too, man. Thank you for joining in. Make sure you guys ask me questions. Otherwise, you're just going to be looking at comics. Here's an old flash. Very old flash. And guys, I know on Instagram my camera won't do mirror image, so the title is backwards. But if you look on any of my other social media, you will see it should be. You should see it correctly, right? Ethan, where have you been? I haven't seen you in a while, except for the other day. All right, this is another flash, number 129. You guys need to ask me questions. Get on here and ask me some questions. I happen to consider myself somewhat wise, so if you have any questions that need a touch of wisdom, don't hesitate to ask. At least I'll do my best. I don't know if I consider myself wise, but people tell me I'm wise. I guess to consider myself wise would be kind of arrogant. Arcades is where it's at, man. Our arcades, even though most of the arcades are dead and are not doing as well, because they take out like the fighting games and stuff and put more family friendly games in. But back in the day, um, lower the price of the comics you want. Since when did you start reading comics? I'll lower them by 10 cents. How about that? Give you the Ethan Gussman discount. Lorenzo, I sell them for different prices. It depends on how old the comic is. It depends on the condition of the comic. It depends on whether the comic is rare, whether I can get another copy. Usually, if it's my copy and it's the only one I got, sometimes the prices might be a little bit high because it's hard for me to get rid of them. But it's worth having, especially if it's some of the older ones. Some of the older ones are worth having. Now, all old comics aren't valuable. I'll go ahead and tell you that. But they are. It's still cool to have them. Military discount. You're trying to get to me, aren't you? You're trying to get to me. Oh yeah, Greg. I did have Smash TV in my living room. Now Smash TV is in my shop though. It's no longer in my living room. I had a couple other games in my living room too. A couple other arcade games. But I still got Smash TV, man. From way back in the freaking what was it? It was 95 when you moved? No. Maybe around 98 when you moved, I think. But yeah, I still got Smash TV. Imagine that. My most expensive comic is probably about $13,000, Lorenzo. It is an Avengers #1. I'll keep that locked away. um, and some comics have key issues in them, by the way, or not have key issues. Some comics are key issues, which means they have something special is about the comic. For example, if a famous character dies, that's called a key issue. Hi, Ellie. How are you? If a character gets a new costume that becomes their a favorite costume, that's a key issue. If a character dies, that's a key issue. I might have said that already. Or if there's a new character, it's a key issue. So key issues are usually more than regular comics. Speaking of key issues, the reason I brought that up is because this Avengers number, what number is that? 162 is a key issue. This Avengers 162 is a key issue. It is the first appearance of um, Jocasta. And for those of you who watched the Avengers movie, this is Ultron, by the way. That's Ultron. And Ultron has a mate called Jocasta. And this is her first appearance in this comic. It's Avengers number 1, Lorenzo. So it is like the first copy, not the first copy, but the first comic of the Avengers. So it's Avengers number 1. It definitely spiked once the movie started getting popular, and yeah, I have that. I got a couple other expensive comics too, but that's probably my most expensive. All right, and Greg, yes, it was around 98. I think it was 98, 99. You're right. You're right. I hated you moving off, Greg. You were my best friend, man. We had good times in the arcade. It was like your second home. And since I was working all the time, God, working all the time, um, it was good to have people hang out on a regular basis. So, yeah, man, good times, good times. Let's see. Lorenzo says, I feel like they should have done Hulk a bit in the newer Avengers movie. They should have done Hulk a bit better in the new Avengers movie. Um, I'm not a big fan of Mark Ruffalo or whatever his name is. Oh yeah, you did work for me, dude. Holy crap, Greg. Sorry, Lorenzo, I was having a moment with Greg, but yeah, I forgot you did work for me there, dude. That was awesome. I didn't just get you a job; I hired you, I believe. But that's awesome. Jabrel, the stranger among us. How you doing, Mister? And Lorenzo, I agree with you 100%. They could have done Hulk a lot better. They should make Hulk look like the Hulk and not look like the actor who plays the Hulk. But anyway, hopefully they'll do a better job of him in the near future. Here's another. This is Justice League, not Avengers. Here's another old comic. This is the Justice League number 33. So this is pretty old. Justice League number 33. I don't think this is a key issue though. Pretty sure it's not, but I have to check up on it, do some research to make sure. All right, we've got Justice League number 30. And these characters are members of the Injustice League. There's Power Ring. There is Owlman, and I think this guy's name is Johnny Quick, if I'm not mistaken. I forgot what his name was, but that is the Injustice League. On their planet, um, the villains rule the planet instead of the heroes. The villains rule the planet on that planet. And Lorenzo, yes, the 2000s Hulk was pretty cool. He looked awesome, I should say. Dude, you got to do both DC and Marvel. Greg, yeah, Lorenzo, DC and Marvel, definitely. Let's see. Greg says, I'm hoping after Flashpoint movie, DC gets better. Okay, I agree. I agree with you. They did do pretty well with the first Wonder Woman movie. The second Suicide Squad was better. Of course, you can't get worse with that one. Zombie and Kaijudoka, how are you guys doing? But yeah, you can't go anywhere from but up from that that other Suicide Squad movie. So the second one was way better. All right, Kajidoka, I'll be here at the shop. No hurry. I'll be here. So I'll see you guys when you get here. All right, let's see what other kind of cool comics I got in this stack. I got a lot of Daredevil stuff. I'm going to go through some of this stuff kind of briefly. I got some old Daredevils. I got some old Avengers somewhere that I want to put out. There we go. They, I'm hoping DC learned their lesson. Um, Greg, oh, Kajidoka says, the Keaton Batman, Michael Keaton Batman is going to be in the Flashpoint movie. I can't wait for this movie. I cannot wait for this movie. Oh my gosh! If you haven't seen a trailer for Flashpoint, definitely go check it out. If you haven't seen it, go check it out because that movie is going to be phenomenal. This is Greg. This is where they're going to make up for DC's movies with this one. Oh, and Superman versus Batman wasn't bad. People think it was bad, but I actually like that one a lot, mainly because Batman won. But that could be a little bias there. All right, here's a Doctor Strange book. I apologize those of you here on Instagram and see the title backwards. Everywhere else, the title is like it should be. But here's a Doctor Strange book. This is Doctor Strange number 4. People, Doctor Strange number 4. Let's see. Lorenzo's heading out. It's always cool to have you in my life. Joe Beth, what? It's been a long time, Joe Beth. But Lorenzo, you have a great weekend, man, and thank you for joining in. Hopefully, I will talk to you sometime in the very near future. All right, stop by the shop when you get a chance to check it out. Joe Beth, you should. I haven't seen you in a while. You need to stop by sometime. It's good to hear from you on the live stream. Greg likes the Doctor Strange. I think it's awesome for an old comic. It's very awesome. And Joe Beth, I have been hanging in there. Doing pretty good. Still teaching judo. Still running Game Over. Still trying to get Musicon started back up. Still saving the world. Still, an intergalactic superhero. Still doing everything. You stay safe too, Lorenzo. So I feel bad when people ask me how I'm doing, and in all honesty, I am doing fantastic. The Ink King is in the house. Doug, the Ink King, is good to hear from you, Doug. Man, Doug, the Ink King, guys. By the way, if you want to get some tattoos done, make sure you hit up the Ink King. You can find him on Instagram and Facebook. His name is Doug York. Doug just got out of surgery, but he'll be back up and running doing tattoos very, very soon. So hopefully we'll see him out and about very soon. That awesome Asian guy. Oh my gosh, how you doing, man? And you are awesome. All right, guys, I'm getting a lot of people on here that I haven't seen in a while. So you guys going to make me get emotional. Make me get all emotional and stuff. So people who I haven't heard from in a while keep asking me how I'm doing. And I feel guilty when I say I'm doing great. And even though I am doing great, I miss you too, man. I do miss you too. I'm glad you're having a good time up in the mountains. Yeah, so as I was saying, I am doing fantastic. I feel great for the most part. And I am doing great. But there's something I haven't told everybody. I announced it a little bit on Facebook. And so I feel guilty when I say I'm perfect, and then somebody will find out, and they'll be like, "Why didn't you tell me?" So I did find out recently that I am a diabetic. Fun. So I am type 2 diabetic, and basically I have to change my whole eating habits, my whole diet, and adjust to having to take medicine for it, adjust to having to check my blood sugar every once in a while. So although I'm doing fantastic, um, I do have some challenges that I'm working on right now. But I feel good. I'm still alive. I'm still, uh, I'm still here basically. Damien, thank you, man. I appreciate it. I'm trying to get it there. I'm trying. Um, it's definitely gotten a little longer, that's for sure. But I do like the direction. No pun intended. I like the direction that it's going in now. Um, so the challenge for having the challenge to being diabetic is figuring out what you can eat in the beginning. So I can't really eat ramen because I have to cut back on carbs. I can't eat sugar. Um, I mean, I can every once in a while, but I can't indulge myself on sugar. And so I'm doing water with flavor packets. I'm doing zero sugar Sprite, which tastes a lot better than people think, by the way. So if you drink soda and you're trying to lose weight, I would highly recommend zero sugar Sprite and zero sugar Dr Pepper. I tried zero sugar Coke and it's okay, but it has that aftertaste. Zero sugar Pepsi is just not for me at all. Um, but definitely zero sugar Sprite and zero sugar Dr Pepper taste so close to the original drink that it is unreal. So whenever I need some caffeine, I get some of that, but no more sugar sodas for me. Isn't it, Damien? Isn't it, Damien? It is. It is like it's just great. It's just great. Someone else who has diabetes told me about it, and I started drinking it, and I'm like, are you serious? So I can do this and drink this. But but yeah, Adam, thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate the. Don't we always, Kajidoka? We can fall apart, put the parts back on, and just keep going. That's how we roll, literally. Well, not literally, but figuratively. That's how we roll. Let's see. Greg says, "Hey man, just take care of yourself. We're all here because we care about you. Zero sugar sodas all day. Zero Powerade is good too. I haven't tried the Zero Powerade, but I know um, I've tried some Gatorade that was just horrible, horrible. And I appreciate you saying that, Greg. By the way, I love you guys too. Um, I know I don't get to see people much, but because I'm always so busy, but this encourages me to do more live streams because it's always good to talk to you guys. So I'm going to try to start doing live streams again regularly, which is why I have this set up. So just be ready to get bored of me, I guess. Let's see. The Ink King says Gatorade Zero Orange is good. I'll have to try it. Ink King, I'll have to try it. And Damien, I'm with you on that zero sugar um, Sprite all day, all day. There's another one that came up that's like Sprite. That's zero. You can get zero sugar and it's still good. It's like zero sugar and it looks like Sprite, but it's called something else. I can't remember what it is. Zombie, if you're still on, remind me of what that soda was because you're the one that showed it to me. Shut up, Kaijudoka. You know that used to be my favorite. That used to be my favorite drink. One of my favorite drinks that I can no longer drink, and it's killing me. It's killing me, people. All right. Damien says, can never be bored of you. You're awesome. I love you too. Dude, no, you're the awesome one. I'm just an average Joe in an average world with an average life. Oh, let me show you guys this one. This comic is significant today anyway, because I was talking about movies, and and I was talking about earlier about the Guardians of the Galaxy, and the High Evolutionary is in the Guardians of the Galaxy, but of course he looks different in the comics. This is the first appearance of the High Evolutionary people. This is the first, not the High Evolutionary people, but the High Evolutionary, people. This is the first appearance of the High Evolutionary, and I have it. I'm so excited. So I got to get that out on display soon. Speaking of Guardians of the Galaxy, again, if you haven't seen it, please go see it on my recommendation. Please go see it on my recommendation. It's a great movie. Let's see. Damien says, Sunkiss, Mellow Yellow. Those have sugar, right? I think those have sugar, but I don't know if they have zero sugar ones. If they taste anything, I'm not a big fan of Mellow Yellow, but Sunkiss, if it has a zero sugar that tastes like Sunkiss, I'm all over it. Let me tell you guys what my favorite drinks are. First of all, I like fruit juices, but that's nothing. Let me tell you what my favorite drinks are that I can't drink anymore. Milk. I can still drink milk, but I can't drink too much of it, and I have to get low fat and something else. Milk. I love milk. A glass of ice cold milk and any kind of pastries, I would be 300 pounds. I promise you. Actually, no, because I used to eat like that, and I'm still not 300 pounds. I'll talk about that in a minute. But milk, bright early orange. If you haven't tried it, try it. I promise you, you will get addicted to bright and early orange drink. It's so good. And the other one, you're gonna laugh at me, but you know me, I don't care. Strawberry Quick, people. If you haven't gotten on Strawberry Quick, that used to be my pre-game workout drink when I was streaming video games. I would either drink a glass of Strawberry Quick or have a bowl of Frosted Flakes or Fruity Pebbles. That was my gamer meal. Delicious stuff. Stuff that I cannot enjoy anymore. So I have to get on my live streams and talk about it. But anyway, but yeah, speaking of Guardians of the Galaxy, again, here's another Adam Warlock appearance. This is Adam Warlock #1, people. Speaking of Adam, Adam Warlock #1. Adam, I know you're having a good time up in the mountains. I know you're having a good time up in the mountains. Gotta be. Man, mountains is where I want to retire. If I ever retire to the point where I'm going to disappear off the grid, it will be in the mountains. You gotta know where to find me. It'll be up in the mountains. All right. This is something I gotta decide if I want to sell or not. I don't think I'm going to sell it because Greg says they have zero sugar everything. And don't sleep on Strawberry Quick. Exactly, Greg. Exactly. You tell them. Don't take it from me. Take it from Greg. Don't sleep on Strawberry Quick. You can sleep after Strawberry Quick, but don't sleep on Strawberry Quick. All right. It did used to relax me enough to make me want to sleep. But anyway, this is DC versus Marvel. The first one was DC versus Marvel. The second one was Marvel versus DC. The third one was Marvel versus DC again. And the fourth one was DC versus Marvel. Some good books to read, by the way. Don't sleep. Adam, I don't think you sleep anyway. Pretty sure you don't sleep. All right, what else I got in this stack? Oh, I got an old Wonder Woman. You know this is old because she still got that skirt on. Try to get that light right off here. There we go. She's sporting a skirt in this one. Oh no, these are shorts, not a skirt. Still old. This is a 10-cent comic way back in the day. Wonder Woman 124, one of those earlier issues. Speaking of earlier issues, check out this. Let me take this old sticker off because it's definitely worth more than this now. Should I take it off? Yeah, let me try to get this off. I'm trying to get the sticker off, but hopefully it won't rip and leave a nastier stain. Yeah, it did. Of course it did. All right, Zach Viana, how's it going? I've tried to work better on my sleeping habits, Kaijidoka. I've tried to do better on my sleeping habits. Zach, I'm trying to wave at you. There it goes. I think it finally let me wave at you. All right, this is an old Hulk and Submariner. This is Marvel Superheroes number 46. The Abomination is in this one. I don't think this is the first appearance of the Abomination, though. Um, I don't think it's the first appearance, but I haven't checked to see. But yeah, that's that. Old Teen Titans. This is an old new Teen Titans number one. So it's not the super old one. Oh, this is cool. Check this out, people. This is the origin of Thanos. This is the origin of Thanos in Captain Marvel number 33. The origin of Thanos. Thanos, the living titan. Let me see if I can find another cool one. Here's another old Justice League number 32. I've got Justice League number one, but it does have a cover. Um, I don't know yet, Doug. These I'm not really doing an auction right now. Um, I don't know how I missed that. Charlie, how you doing? But thanks for letting me know, Adam. But I'm not really doing an auction. I'm just showing some comics that I dug out of a box. So I'm not sure about that Adam Warlock just yet. But once I get some prices on these, I'll try to do an auction. But I just haven't had time to come up with prices yet. Yes, Doug. I've had a good comic game for a while. Why does this make me look like I'm missing a tooth? I'm missing a tooth. Why does that make me look like I'm missing a tooth? Anyway, um, but yeah, I just my comic game has been up, but well, definitely up since I've seen you, because I didn't really have any good stuff when I saw you, but um, I just had a lot of stuff in boxes over the past couple of years, so I yeah, good stuff, good pieces. Green Lantern number 36. You ain't seen nothing yet, um, Greg. Nothing yet. Damien, I'm gonna have to look for those Sunkiss, those Zero Sugar Sunkiss. Let's see. That's a Green Lantern 28. I don't want to just show all Green Lanterns. Let me get some Avengers stuff going. Oh, I'm about to show my age again. Um, this is some Battlestar Galactica. This used to be a TV show I watched as a kid. Battlestar Galactica in space 2099 or something like that. Space 2099, I think it was. Yeah, that's another old show. But I've got quite a few Battlestar Galacticas here. Um, so I won't. I'll just go through those real quick. Yeah, that was great. All right, let me see what else I got. Trying to find some interesting stuff just to show you guys what I got. Marvel Tale starring Spider-Man. Marvel Tale starring Spider-Man. Man, the Vulture in the comics looks way different. Space 1999. That was it, Doug. And Adam will be here when you get back, bud. Or hopefully. Um, I should be here when you get back. Daredevil, the Man Without Fear. This is the beginning of the Frank Miller run. Frank Miller is one of my favorite old artists. Speaking of old, ooh, look at this Adventure Comics number 274. Space 1999. Doug, it's crazy how Space 1999 back then was such a futuristic movie, and now we are far beyond Space 1999. They should do a new one. They should do a new one. Space. They should do Space 2099. Space 2099. And Space 1999 was out in the 70s, wasn't it? Either 70s or 80s. Yeah. Wow. Way back. I'm showing my age again. This is a gold Justice Society of America. No way you did not watch both seasons of Space 1999. Rodent Rehab is in the house. How's it going, man? Your brother came by today. I don't know if he told you that or not, but he did come by today. Ooh, check out this Joker. This is the Joker number 2. Check that out. There's going to be quite a glare on this one. Doug, I haven't seen Space 1999 since the 1970s. God, that's how long ago that was. Jeez. There's a TV show that's out, by the way, if you guys haven't seen it. Thank you, Greg. Yeah, I like that Joker cover. Yeah, it was awesome to see your brother stop by. It was really cool to see him. But anyway, this is Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur. This comic is, believe it or not, amazing. You wouldn't believe how many adult males I've gotten to read this comic because it's just so good. This is a goofy cover though. This is a what's his name? Scotty Young cover. Scotty Young draws them like very cartoony and Sunday comic book like kind of cartoony Sunday comic strip, I should say. And but the original cover is still cool. But the comic itself is cool. This girl is supposed to be the most genius level person in the Marvel universe. She is a above Tony Stark level genius. She's got a TV show. It's animated. It is a what am I trying to say? It's an animated show, and Lawrence Fishburne is it. That's what I was trying to say. Lawrence Fishburne stars as the Beyonder. More old comics. Ooh. This is older than me, I think. Oh, here's an old Thor. Fire Lord is in this one. I don't think that's the first appearance, but um, I'm curious to find out if what appearance this is of Fire Lord. What else I got? Some more Thor. Oh, that was issue 247. This is issue 246. Barlow 246. So what's everybody doing this weekend? You guys have gone silent on me. What's everybody doing this weekend? Oh, another TV show I'm waiting to get started back up. Peacemaker. I'm waiting for this rascal to get started back up. This show was good and hilarious. Oh my gosh, it was so good. Wayfive Point, I waved at you, but I didn't even acknowledge you verbally. So thank you for joining my live stream. Strange Tales, and there's writing on the plastic, not on the comic right there. By the way, this is Strange Tales number 105. So I had a bunch of Strange Tales at one point, but I sold them to get my shop started. So Greg, my store hours are a little bit wonky right now because I'm teaching at school full time. But on weekdays normally I open at 4:30, and but during the summer I'm going to start opening at 11 on weekdays, and on weekdays I close at 6. So I'm only open for a couple of hours on the weekdays, at least until I can afford to hire somebody. And then on Friday I usually close a little bit later. Friday I'm going to start doing live streams. Friday and Saturday, maybe I'm going to start doing live streams, or maybe Sunday. It depends on what my energy level is. But so Fridays I'm going to close at around 7. Maybe later than that if the store's hopping and making money. On Saturdays I open at 12 and close at 6. And on Sundays I open at 1 and close at 6. So those are my hours. Ink King, I'm gonna have to try that. Looking for that on Amazon Prime. I don't think I've seen Dragon Domains of Space. I'm not sure if I'm familiar with that one. But Greg, I hope that I didn't confuse you with those store hours. Guys, check this out. This is the first appearance of Taskmaster, the real Taskmaster. My favorite, well, one of my favorite Marvel villains, not the mess you saw in the movie, not that jacked up mess that you saw in the movie. I don't know what Marvel was thinking, but this is the true Taskmaster. This is his first appearance. Cole, how's it going, man? Long time no see. Doug, I'm going to have to check that out then. If it's new, I'm going to have to check it out for sure, especially if it's got dragons in it. Here's a Defenders number 29. Pretty cool comic. Some more Avengers. Look at this. More Avengers. I'm doing great, Cole. Thank you for asking, man. And Captain America and the Falcon, number 208. Captain America with Dr. Octopus. Cap battles Dr. Ock. Man, I didn't realize I had all these. Well, I know I have a lot of comics, but sometimes I forget some of the things that I have. And I haven't read everything that I have because some things I bought off of people. A very old Superman, number 162. Black Panther, number 52. I've got Black Panther number 1 somewhere. Greg, what are you talking about fat? You were like 120 pounds the last time I saw you. Don't tell me you're fat. I'm not hearing that mess. Speaking of fat, I got up to 180 6 pounds. I might have been 189 at one point, but I promised myself if I ever got that big again, I wasn't gonna let it stand. So I lost weight. 20 years ain't that well? Okay, 20 years is a long time ago. You need to come to my judo class. You need to join judo again. That's what you need. But anyway, I was at 186. I was like, oh heck no, this is not happening. This cannot be happening. So I did try to lose weight. I worked actively to lose weight. And today, after judo class, I measured in at 150.6. 150.6. So yeah, it can be done. How much you weigh now, Greg? And we can definitely do a live stream together. That would be awesome. I would love that, dude. Yeah, come on down. You, I don't know about the destroying me and Smash TV part though. You're gonna get smashed at Smash TV, buddy. I'm going to go ahead and let you know right now. All right, Black Demon. How's it going, man? How's it going? Thanks for all those memes, by the way. 195 pure muscle. That I have to see. Pure muscle. Okay. You better join my judo class. Anyway, this is the Thing, Wonder Man, Miss Marvel, and Nick Fury. Oh, and Beast. All in one comic. Which student would that be? Black Demon. Wait, I know I don't have two first appearances of the High Evolutionary. Hold on, guys. I got to check something. If I got two first appearances, I'm going to be excited. Let me check on this real quick. Ain't no way I got two first appearances. Black Demon, which one of my students is this? I'm about to freak out, guys, because I think I might have two first appearances, unless I move that comic without realizing it. Two first appearances of the High Evolutionary. Please let that be a thing. It doesn't look like it might be a thing. Hang on. Yes. Wait a minute. This must be a reprint. Oh, this is a reprint. Okay, well, that's interesting. I've got the first appearance of the High Evolutionary, and then I've got a reprint of the first appearance of the High Evolutionary, which is cool. That's pretty cool. All right, what else? Now, somebody was talking to me about the Hulk in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Wow. This is what the Hulk should look like. This is what the Hulk should look like in the cinematic universe. He shouldn't look like Mark Ruffalo. He should look like the Hulk. This is what he should look like in the She-Hulk TV series, if you want to call it a TV series. That's what he should look like. He should not look like the mess they've been putting on in Marvel movies lately. But anyway, I digress. This is also a first appearance. This is the first appearance of Sabra. They totally messed up the Hulk. It was freaking ridiculous. Yeah. This is funny. This guy was actually an Avenger at one point. This is Star Fox, and he has the ability to make people fall in love with him, or make people like him a lot, especially women. I'm not sure exactly how it affects males, but I think he gives off some kind of pheromone thing that attracts people to him or makes him look like super handsome or something. I can't remember exactly what his power is, but it's something like that. This was one of my favorite issues because in this issue, Ant Man cut loose. This is the Hank Pym Ant Man, the Ant Man that I'm familiar with. Ant Man cut loose in this comic book and beat the mess out of the Avengers. It was awesome. It was awesome. They underestimated Ant Man, and he was like, "Oh, you gonna underestimate me? Okay, okay. Ants to my side." All right, an Avengers with Orca, the killer whale. Yeah, I got a few interesting comics in here, guys. Origin of the Vision. The origin of the Vision in this issue, right here. Excuse me, guys. Oh, well, I've done over an hour live stream. I'm going to pick out some comics that I think you might be interested in real quick, and then I'm going to probably sign out. Let's see, Avengers 31. I see Avengers. I see Captain America, Hawkeye, and Goliath. And this is an earlier issue, Avengers 31. So whoever that was as my student that popped on here, they didn't tell me who they were, so I have no idea. So I can't really acknowledge you, but thank you guys for getting on. All right, let's see. Greg has a question for everyone. The guy that played Superman in the movie is no longer going to be Superman. Should he go to Marvel? Henry Cavill, I think is his name. But you're asking if he should go to Marvel. If he did go to Marvel, I don't know who he could play as. Now I think he would have made a good Namor if you ask me, because I didn't really like the guy they had play as Namor. Um, Even though that was a good movie, the Black Panther 2 was an excellent movie. Excellent movie. In fact, I like it better than the first one, I think. But I wish um, T'Challa had been in it. But not his sister. But I still like the movie. But I think he would have made a good Namor. You think he would make a good Sentry, Greg? I could see him as Sentry. Sentry has blonde hair though, but it's Hollywood. They can do anything. They can make anything happen. All right. Let me see if I can find something else to interest you. Look at this old Avengers number 26, and look at the Scarlet Witch's costume. Talk about bland. That is very interesting. All right. I'm going through a lot of Avengers here. I got some Moon Knights here. Guys, if you haven't seen the Moon Knight TV show, that's another thing I recommend. Oh, this is cool. Moon Knight, Spider Man, and the Punisher in one comic. What else I got? Got some early issues of GI Joe. What's the earliest I got? 37. I've actually got some that are earlier than even this. This is GI Joe number 37. I'm gonna tell you guys my age again. Way back in the day, I remember when GI Joe was one guy. There's one guy named G.I. Joe, and his action figure was pretty cool. He actually had fuzzy hair on his head, and instead of just a plastic head, he had fuzzy hair, and he was bendable in like wrist joints and elbow joints and all kinds of stuff. It was awesome. But anyway, guys, that is it for me. I did this over an hour. It was great talking to you guys. Moises, of course you're gonna come on when I sign off. Of course you're gonna come on when I'm about to sign off. It's good to see you, Moises. You gotta get back on my live stream soon. Hopefully I'll be able to do one tomorrow. I gotta let somebody in, guys. Hang on, and then I'll sign off. Hold on. All right, guys. I had someone waiting. Get out of here, Kai Judoka. Swear. And you're wet. Nasty. But anyway, Kai Judoka just walked in the door, guys. But guys, I'm gonna sign off. It was great talking to everybody. I haven't done this in a long time, to this degree anyway. So this was really good to talk to everybody and to see some old faces. Well, not see old faces, but hear from some old faces. And yeah, it was awesome. So when you guys see me um, get back on, make sure you join in, have some questions to ask, and yeah, I'll talk to you guys soon. All right, this is Sensei from Game Over, and I'm out.